everything about you. Everything about you.
All right, hey everybody, and welcome to Zenfolio Live. I'm Robert with Zenfolio Customer Success. I want to say thanks for joining us here on the live stream. Already chatting with Craigslist over in the chat. Today we've got the awesome Katie Zane hanging out, taking care of you guys in chat, so make sure that you guys show some love. Hey, if this is your first time joining us on the live stream, make sure to say hi and let us know where you're from. And if this is not your first time, go ahead and say hi anyway, because we love talking to you guys there in the chat. Now, today we're going to be talking about having your best selling season ever. So we're going to go through how to prep for the holiday seasons that are coming up. Right, guys, there are so many holidays that are coming up. I'm going to call out a few here in a second. We're going to talk about how to prep for that holiday, make sure that you're ready to have your best selling season ever. So we're going to go through and talk about identifying the holiday, the holidays that you want to market for and your target clients. We're going to talk about how to check your galleries and make sure that they're ready to go, prepping your price list, and then we're going to talk about creating promotional coupons and scheduling your emails. All right, so we're going to go through all of that stuff. Now, you guys probably saw the email. There is a blog post. It's in the description below this video. There are new holiday ornaments and cards for 2019. Make sure that you check out that blog post below. It's in the video description. And then, as always, we are going to be going through the current top 10 photos in the July photo contest. Guys, if you haven't submitted your photo, I think there's still like 13 days left. So that link to submit your photo in the contest is below the video in the description. And this month the contest is all about summer. The contest theme is summer. So whatever summer means to you, however you interpret it, the contests are always open to your artistic interpretation. So make sure that you get a photo submitted in that contest. The winner of the contest gets a free Zenfolio Pro plan for an entire year, guys. So definitely worth it. It doesn't cost you anything to enter. That link is below. And the way it works is once you submit your photo, you're going to get a share link. Make sure that you share that link out and you ask people to vote for your photo. The top 10 photos with the most votes are going to go before our judge, and our judge is going to decide the winner. So again, that link's in the description below, and I'm going to be showing you guys the current top 10 leaders on that photo contest here in just a little bit. Let me say hi to some more of you guys in chat. Let's see, we've got Pamela Jensen, first timer. Hey Pamela, thanks for jumping on here from Pinehurst, North Carolina. Hey Pamela, I was actually up in Pinehurst not too long ago. Great to have a fellow North Carolinian hanging out with us. Both Katie and I are actually in North Carolina as well. And then we've got Lisa Johnson jumping on, hanging out with us again. Hey Lisa, thanks for jumping on here and hanging out with us. All right. let's go ahead and jump into today's topic. Now, as I go through here, guys, if you have questions, even if it's not related to what we're talking about today, make sure that you get those in the chat so I can get those answered live for you guys. Don't wait around. It doesn't have to be on the topic that we're discussing. Any questions that you have, make sure that you get those in the chat so we can get those answered for you guys today before you take off. But let's go ahead and jump into today's topic. So what we're talking about is we're talking about preparing for the holidays. Guys, the holiday season is fast approaching us, and there are so many holidays that are coming up. Christmas, Thanksgiving, the Feast of Tabernacles, Hanukkah, the Bon Festival, Diwali, Samhain, Yuletide, the Feast of St. Stephen, and Halloween. If you consider Halloween a holiday, I do. And that's just to name a few. There are tons and tons and tons and tons of holidays coming up. And while I'm thinking about it, there's also a PDF guide in the description of this video. If you guys want to check it out, there's actually a lot of helpful links in there as well that you can download. Lots of holidays coming up, and it's time to start preparing for that holiday season now. You don't want to wait till it's, getting into, August, November and start thinking about it. You want to start thinking about these things now, and you want to start preparing for these. So, again, what you're going to do is you're going to decide what types of holidays do I want to have sales or promotions for? And you want to keep it simple, right? So if this is your first time running some kind of holiday promotion, you want to make sure that you keep it simple. Don't over yourself and try to do one for every single holiday that there is. Pick one that's really special to you and hopefully really special to your clients, and you're going to target that holiday and run a promotion for that. Now, next you want to decide what clients you want to target. Now, you're probably going to want to email all of your clients, but when you're setting up this promotion, when you're writing things out, when you're deciding what kind of promotion to offer, it's best to target a specific set of clients so that you have some guidelines to follow when you're going through and you're making decisions on, what do I want to offer? What kind of promotion do I want to give? It's best to have a specific client type in mind to help you make those decisions. So you want to decide what kind of clients you're going to be targeting. And the next, you need to decide on what type of promotion that you want to run. So there's lots of different promotions that you can run. Zenfolio has a built-in coupon feature, and if you're not using it yet, you definitely need to be, but you need to decide what type of promotion you want to run, whether you want to run just a, $20 off all your orders. Maybe you want to run a 20% off. Maybe you want to run a, 30% off, but only if you spend $100. You need to decide what type of promotion that you're going to run, and then you need to also decide what are you going to run that promotion on. Is it going to be for all of your products? Is it going to be only for packages, only for digital downloads? So these are things that you need to set down and think about and make decisions on. I would suggest having pen and paper and just writing this out, or I don't ever use pen and paper anymore. I do a Google Sheet or a Google Doc, preferably up in Google. That way, if I'm somewhere else, I can access it from a remote computer. But having that information actually written down and just kind of going through these steps and deciding these things and writing these down. Because I always decide things and then a day later I'll forget, and having it written down is like the best way to avoid that from happening. All right, so after you make those decisions of, what you want to target, who you want to target, the kind of promotion that you want to run, then there's some things that you need to consider on the Zenfolio side of things. And we're just going to kind of go through these lists together. So one of the things you might want to consider doing is creating holiday-specific packages. So if you're going to have a promotion for your packages, if you're going to run a discount on your packages, maybe you want to go in and create a holiday-specific package that has Christmas cards in it or something like that. And I'm going to show you how to do that really quick. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump into my Zenfolio account right over here. And then we're just going to go up here to selling, and we're going to go right to selling, actually, just click on it. And then we're going to click on packages down here. Now, you've probably already got some packages in here. You probably already have some packages in here. I'm trying to tone the Oklahoma down, guys. Sorry. You probably already have some packages in here. And what you might want to do is just duplicate one and make it special for the holiday. If you already have one with some greeting cards, maybe you want to make that specific package the greeting cards only have holiday themes. Or maybe you want to just start one from scratch. So I'm going to go ahead and just click add new package. We're going to give this a title, and we can call this Christmas package. And then we're going to say in this Christmas package, maybe you get 1 8x10, 2 5x7s, 8 wallets, and I don't remember what the packs of greeting cards come in. I think it's like 25 greeting cards, but except we're going to say 25 Christmas cards, and we're going to fix that and spell it right. You guys, I hate having to type. Christmas cards. All right, there we go. All right, so we're going to title our package like this. Now, you might be wondering, why am I giving this package such a long title? Well, that's because Zenfolio has 2 buying experiences. And those of you guys who watch the live stream quite often, when I'm talking about packages, I'll talk about being really specific with how you title these, because Zenfolio has 2 buying experiences. One is really visual. I don't like that one because it takes my clients away from the gallery. And then one is really fast and really simple, but the only piece of information it shows to your clients is the actual title of the products or packages. And so as long as you think about the way you title your packages, it can work really well using that easy buying experience. So in this case, like I said, what we're doing is we're creating a Christmas package for this holiday promotion that we're going to be running. So we're going to have this Christmas package. We're going to come down here, decide what we want. Do we want it to be multi-photo? Do we want it to be one photo? For this, I'm going to go ahead and select multi-photo. Then we're going to go and add products really quick. And I'm going to be doing all of this from Impix. If you use a different vendor, that's perfectly fine. Please never do anything from the all vendor screen. The last thing you want to do is have a package that uses multiple vendors and then your clients get hit with shipping fees from each vendor. So I would recommend clicking up here, choosing that lab, and then picking the products that you want to offer. So now we're going to go to prints. We're going to grab those wallets, those 5x7s, that 8x10. Let me make this full screen so you guys can see it. And then we're going to add those into our package. Now, some of this stuff, we're going to adjust the quantity. First, we're going to make sure that we have that color correction applied. If I use Impix, I specifically use them so that I have that color correction option. Maybe this is for an event that I shot or something where I'm uploading pretty much right out of camera. I like to have color correction applied for that. If it's a portrait session where I've spent a lot of time with the images and post-processing, I might use Impix Pro so I get a cheaper base cost and I don't have the color correction option to worry about. All right, so now that we've got those products, now that we have those products in here, we're going to bump that set of wallets up to 8. And then we're going to go down here to the 5x7. I think I said 2 5x7s, right? 2 5x7. So we're going to go down here, bump up the 5x7s to 2. We're going to leave the 8x10 set to 1. And then we're going to add in that those holiday Christmas cards right here. So we're going to click Add Products again. We're going to go right here to greeting cards, and then we're going to go and grab a 5x7 greeting card. Now there's a couple of different options in here. There's a flat 5x7, and as you can see, if I add this flat 5x7, there are 140 template designs available for this flat 5x7 card design. That can be really overwhelming to your clients to have to go through. So this is one of the reasons why I suggest going in here and creating these holiday themed packages, is because you can narrow those template designs down to just the ones that apply to that specific holiday. So we're going to go ahead and select that option right here, and then we're going to hit Add Selected Products and drop that in that package. And then we're going to scroll down to that greeting card, and there's a little option right here where you can click Edit Templates. So right now, as you're looking, it says all 140 design templates are available. Again, I don't want my clients to have to search through 140 design templates for this Christmas package. I'm going to hit Edit Templates, and then we're going to say don't use all available, only use my selected templates. Now when I do this, I can come through here and minimize these groups. So I don't have to scroll through all of them like this. That could take forever. You can come through here and minimize these groups until you get to the ones that you might want, or that you want to use. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that the ones that have the branded label will have the lab branding present on the card. So if that's a big deal to you, you might want to avoid anything that says branded. So let's just scroll down here, and we actually added some new templates for this greeting card. There's actually a blog post, like I mentioned earlier, it's in the description below the video. It talks about all the new products that are available, the cards and all of that, but we've actually added some new templates. And there are quite a few Christmas templates in here, so I'm just going to pick a few that I like. Again, the whole reason I'm doing is to make this easier for my clients and not give them a bunch of options that they have to go through. So we're going to go down here and we're just going to grab some of these Christmas templates. So if I scroll down here, here are some of the newer ones right here. So there's the Artful Thicket, the Chilly Guest. I'm going to grab those two, and let's see, what else do we have here? Let's go with the Airy Spring, and let me pick maybe one more. Let's see, kind of like this one over here. All right, so now that I've made those selections, I'm going to click this select button, and now you'll notice that it says there's only 4 design templates available here. So now my clients only have 4 templates to go through, not 140. I'm giving them some options without overwhelming them, and that is the key. If you can find that line to provide options to your clients without overwhelming them, that is the goal that you are aiming at. All right, now the other options are paper options here. This is one thing that I like to limit again. If I work with a specific set of clients who are really environmentally conscious, might switch this over to be that recycled paper and turn off the signature. Again, I don't like providing multiple paper options. That's up to you. I like keeping this part simple and just choosing these options for my clients. Okay, now the next thing that we're going to do is a set of 5 here. So if I wanted this to be 25, I'm going to have to bump up this quantity to 5. Okay, so I'd have to bump it up to the quantity up to 5. Now I believe I just selected the wrong thing. I think there actually is a set of 25 already in there, and I think that base cost is actually a little bit cheaper. So let me go back really quick and just check that out, because I don't want to do that if it's going to be cheaper to actually grab the set of 5. So, or the set of 25. So right here, set of 5. Guys, make sure that you pay attention to this, so you'll make the mistake that I did of grabbing the set of 5, and then it's really expensive when you keep bumping it up. So it was going to be like $74 when I bumped that up. Right down here is the set of 25 for $35.75. So if I had just bumped that quantity up, I would have really been hurting myself by lowering the profit that was going to be available to me and making that package more expensive to my clients. So something to pay attention to make sure that you don't make that same mistake. So we're going to grab that one, and then I'll just do this really quickly. You guys have already seen the steps. We're going to add those in here, and then we're going to go through and edit those design templates down to be only the selected ones that I want, which are the Christmas ones right here. And let's just grab this one, that one, and this one, and we'll get this one and add it. All right, and so now you can see that is considerably a lower costing package because of that. So then we're going to set this package price. So let's just go over here and let's say we want to do $150 for that package. We're going to put $150 right here. As always, your package profit and service fee breakdown shows up right over here. We're going to click next, and then we can save that package after we click next again, and done. All right. Now, if you're thinking about creating a lot of packages, I would recommend creating your absolute largest package first, because then you can duplicate it and take out the items that you need to take out to reduce that package size down. That's going to save you a lot of time versus starting over each and every time from scratch. All right, guys, but now we've created that holiday package, that holiday Christmas package. We've limited the templates to just 4. We've made them Christmas themed templates, making it easier for our clients. Now it's not available yet. It still has to be added to a price list. Let's go on and talk about the next few steps here. So the next thing that you want to do is you want to create a holiday price list, right? So when you are setting up and preparing for your holiday campaigns, if you're going to be adding products that you don't normally offer, if you're going to be changing things around, I would recommend duplicating a price list instead of just modifying an original one. So that way, when the holiday season's over, you can simply swap back to your original price list. All right, so let me show you how to do that. It's gonna save you a lot of time, and it's gonna let you have things organized because you can rename those duplicated price lists. And then next year, you know, hey, I've already got my holiday engagement price list created. I created it last year. It's there and it's ready to go. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna jump into selling, go to price list, and then we're gonna find the price list that we want to duplicate and set up for the holidays. And in this case, I'm gonna use the engagements price list as an example. So like I said, I don't wanna go in and start modifying the price list over the original. I want the original to stay intact the way it is because I'm gonna switch back to it after the holidays are over. So what I'm going to do is hit that duplicate button right here, or duplicate button, whichever way you say it. I'm not sure which is the right way to say it. And then we're just going to kind of modify the title a little bit so we know that this is the holiday one. Now, I like to put the modification tags in the front, so I can put up here maybe Christmas or whatever you want to put. But this way, whenever I see this, I know this is my Christmas engagement price list. There's no questions about it. I know exactly what it was created for and its intended purpose. All right, so the next thing that you want to do is when you modify or you duplicate that price list, you want to make sure that you have your holiday items added here. Now, before we get too far ahead, let me say this. I do not recommend lowering the price of your holiday price list. I recommend leaving the prices exactly the same as you have on your original price list because you're going to send coupons to your clients that will let them get the discount. This way, they understand and they see the value that they're getting in that discount. They see the normal price and they understand the value of the promotion. If you just drop the prices on that price list and swap it over, they have nothing to compare. So they're not really sure if they're getting a good deal or not. But when you use a coupon, they're going to actually be able to see that price drop when they enter that coupon and how much they save doing the holiday promotion. All right, so what we're gonna do next is we're gonna make sure that we have our holiday promotional gift items in here, whatever that might be. So again, that's one of the things you need to decide is, you know, what special options do I wanna offer? What do I wanna offer discounts on? And so what we're gonna do is add some holiday gift type items in here. So we're gonna click add products. And I'm gonna go ahead and add that Christmas package that I created in first. So we're gonna go click here, go down to our name, click on packages, and then here's the Christmas package right here, and we will just add that selected package in, and then everything is done. The price is already set. That section is good to go. So now let's add in our photo gifts, our kind of gifty holiday items. So we're gonna go back up to add products, and then we're gonna switch back over to the lab that we use to create the package with. It's really important that we keep the labs the same, and we're going to talk about price list integrity here in just a little bit. But we're going to go back here, and this is where we're going to add in our gifty items. So there's photo gifts. There's all kinds of options in here. There's calendars. So if you wanted to do like a wall calendar, if you want to go down and do kids' growth charts, there's other gifts like these accordions. And I was actually chatting with a photographer earlier who was telling me how amazing these accordions are as gifts. That their clients really love them. So that's something definitely to think about. But we're going to add that in. If you want to have some buttons, you can do buttons, keychains. If you want a magnet, there's lots of options in here. Ornaments, we'll do some ornaments as well. And if you want to do playing cards, you can. So I'm just grabbing some stuff at random. I would definitely consider thinking about this, being a little strategic, thinking about, you know, what kind of things your specific clients would like to purchase. And then just add those to that price list. All right, and then you're going to want to go through and set the pricing for these. So whether you're using a pricing formula or you're pricing them manually, make sure that you go in there and you set the price for these. So we're going to set this price. I'm going to do 500% over base cost, round it up to the nearest dollar and apply that. And now all of my markup has been applied to those photo gift categories. Now, the next thing I want to do is some of those products offered some different templates. So we're just going to kind of go through here. I think it was the accordions. Not really sure what templates they offer. Let's check it out really quick. Okay, so there are full bleed images, modern teal, coral polka dot, classic white, and colorful strips. So again, this is for Christmas. I'm not sure anybody really wants the colorful stripes for Christmas. So rather than offering all of the templates, I'm going to go and just pick the ones that I kind of want to offer. So I'm going to go with the classic white, the full bleed, and the full bleed images too, and call it good on that. All right, so just simplifying that again for my clients. The magnets only has one template to be used, so we don't have to worry about that. And then what we're going to do here is the playing cards. Now, if you use a pricing formula, as you probably just caught it, if you use a pricing formula, you really have to make sure that you do a reality check on your price list, because sometimes that pricing formula that I set up makes things a little too cheap. Sometimes it makes things a little too expensive. So I would never go and just put a percentage in and leave it and call it good. Because as you can see right now, this 4 by 5.5 photo magnet at 500% markup is $207. If you have a client who will buy a magnet for $207, please send them my way. So again, you want to make sure that you check these prices and just give them a reality check. So that magnet is $34.50. Let's go ahead and set this up to be like $50. Again, just making sure that you go through and you give these reality checks, right? Some of these items you're not going to have as high of a profit margin as you would your normal like prints and things like that. That's just kind of part of how it goes. So let's say for these greeting cards, we want to do 45. All right, and so once you have your gift items added here, you want to check the integrity of your price list. And what I mean by the integrity of your price list is, are you using the same labs for everything? If you're not, your clients are going to get hit with some split shipping fees from the different labs. The other thing is you want to check is the color correction options. And that's going to be right here. You just want to make sure that this color correction option is either set to be applied or to do not enhance. You never want to leave color correction to let your clients choose, because for one, I feel like it looks slightly unprofessional if my clients see the option to have their photos color corrected. I'm a professional photographer. That shouldn't be an issue. It should be done for them, in my opinion anyway. Another thing you want to make sure of is die cutting. Again, this is one that you don't want to leave your clients to choose. You either want to have your wallets die cut or have them set to not die cut. The idea of setting it up is because you want things to be consistent. So the last thing that you want your client getting is an order where some of their wallets were die cut and some of their wallets were not, because they didn't think to check the option on both sets of wallets that they ordered. And so you want to set that up for them. And then you're just going to go through each product category and check that out and make sure that the options are set up correctly and that the labs are, that you're using the same lab. Now, one of the things that you might be considering adding to your price list for the holidays is something like a phone case. And unfortunately, if you're going to offer phone cases, they are going to be coming from a different lab. There is no way to work around that at all. And so if you want to offer these phone cases, I would definitely suggest making it very clear to your clients in the promotional email, and maybe even putting something in the gallery caption to let them know if you order a phone case, it is going to ship separately and there will be a separate shipping fee, because it's coming from a completely different vendor than any of the other products that are available. All right, so just something that you want to let your clients know if you're going to be doing that. Now that we've added a bunch of new products to this price list, if you're using QuickShop, which I recommend that you do, you're going to want to make sure that those promotional items have been added to QuickShop, and you probably are going to want to put them to the top of the QuickShop list so that when your clients go into their gallery, it's the first options that appear over to the right, since this was created for the holidays. So you're going to come down here, and if this option is unchecked, you'll need to go down here and manually grab them. So click the first one, hold shift, scroll all the way down, click the last option, and then hit add. That's going to add everything over here. And then what you can do is you can grab them all over here by clicking and holding shift and moving them all the way up to the top of the list. All right. And so now that we have this holiday promotional price list created, what we're going to do is we're just going to save this. And again, making sure that the order options are all consistent, making sure that we're using the same lab, checking the integrity of the price list, and then making sure that when you come down to the quick shops list, that all of your promotional stuff has been added over and moved up to the top, and then you're going to click save. So now our price list is done. What's the next step that you need to do to prepare for those holiday selling seasons? Well, the next thing that you want to do is you want to make sure that your client galleries are ready. Actually, let me take one step back. This is really important that you guys get this, and I totally missed it. So let me take one step back. We're going to go back to price list really quick, and I want to show you guys something. The next thing that you really need to understand is how to calculate what kind of discount you can offer to your clients. Okay? You guys saw me do a 500% markup on that price list. Just because I did a 500% markup over the base cost does not mean that I can offer a 50% discount and still make money on these products, right? So you need to understand how to calculate what amount of discount you can actually offer your clients and still make money, and definitely not lose money. Now, I don't have time to go into showing you that math today, but make sure that you download the PDF guide that's in the description below this video, and there's actually a video link in there where I go through and I talk about that whole process. I actually create a calculator using a Google Sheet, and I believe you can download the calculator in the description of that video. So download that PDF guide so that you have it as a checklist when you're going through and preparing for the holidays. Okay, so now that we've got that, let's go back and let's talk about making sure that your client galleries are ready. All right, so what you're gonna do is just go to photos, and you wanna make sure that your client galleries are ready for these holiday seasons. And what I mean by that is if you're using expiring galleries, maybe you're in your sessions, you tell your clients, hey, you get a 3-month online gallery. After that, it's going to expire and you won't be able to access it anymore, which is a good strategy to use, because the last thing that you want your clients thinking is that you are their online image storage. We're not in that business. We're photographers. We're not image storagers. That's not the right word. But you guys understand what I'm saying. So you want to make it very clear that you're not just going to hold on to your clients' photos forever, right? There's a limited window of time that they have to get these, and you want to make that very clear. But during the holidays, it's always a good idea to go back and open those galleries up, reactivate them, make them back to either public or password protected. So that way, when you're emailing your clients, they can actually get back into their galleries. And so you're just going to go down your gallery list and jump into your client's gallery right here. And if you see any of your client galleries that you're going to be targeting as being private, so like let me set this one to private really quick. Let's say that I had this one to expire and it's switched over to private. All right, so if you see any of those client galleries with the red lock, like this, oh, you guys can't see it. Hold on. Like this, if you see any of your client galleries with the red lock like that, that means that that gallery is private. It means it's probably expired, and that means that nobody can actually get into that gallery aside from you. And so before your promotional emails go out during the holidays, you want to make sure that you open and reinstate these galleries that you want to let your clients have access to. And so what we're going to do is we're going to click on that. You're going to go up here to access, and you're going to go to either lock it with a password and re-enter that password that you had, or set it to public, depending on how you've worked things out with your clients and your client privacy concerns. So whatever the case may be, you just want to make sure that any clients that you're going to be emailing these promotional emails to, when that time comes, that they can actually go back in and get into their galleries. Because the last thing you want to do is spend all this time setting up a really nice holiday promotion, and then the day it goes live, you should be sitting back enjoying some sales coming in, and instead you're getting emails of people saying, hey, I can't access my gallery, it says it's protected. Hey, I can't find my gallery. And so making sure that you do this before and making sure that it's ready so that when that promotional email goes out, you don't have to deal with all those emails about that. And hopefully it's just other emails of, oh, thank you, I'm so glad you're doing this, etc., etc. So making sure that those client galleries are good to go and ready to be accessed. All right. Okay, so once you've done all that, you've got your price list created, you've checked your client galleries, you know that they're good to go, they're ready for the promotion. The other thing that you want to do is create that promotional coupon, right? So again, like I said, I never recommend duplicating a price list and lowering the price on the actual price list. I want my clients to see the value that they're getting. And if they only see a cheaper price, they're not really going to have anything to compare. So making it work through a coupon is what I recommend doing. And so what you're going to do is you're just going to go into selling, coupons and campaigns, and you're just going to create a coupon. You're going to go in here. Now, you can do this a couple of different ways. My honest suggestion to you guys is to keep it simple. Make it simple for you, make it simple for your clients. So whenever I run holiday promotionals, I never create a coupon that only has one single use. Because if you want to create a coupon that has one single use, you have to create that per person that you're going to send it to. And if you have a lot of clients, that's a lot of coupons that you then have to create. And if you have the advanced account, you can do it pretty quickly using the coupon campaign, but then you still have to manage how are you going to email everybody their own individual coupons to use. So it can get really complicated really fast. And so if you don't want to deal with that, then what I would recommend is just creating a simple promotional coupon that people can use over and over again. And my favorite way to do that is by setting an order minimum, because when I set an order minimum, I really don't care how many times you use that coupon, because I know that every single time you use it, you are meeting an order minimum, and that makes me very happy. So that's what we're going to set up here. We're going to go right here to individual coupon. The name of it, I'm just going to call this Christmas 19, and then the coupon code, you might want to do Christmas 19 as well. Always make sure that you end your coupon codes with some kind of year tag, because I'll probably want to use Christmas next year. And if I've used Christmas previously, I can't use it. I have to alter it. And so if you always end it with the year tag, then you can just keep repeating. So next year's Christmas code would be Christmas 20. All right. Now we're going to set the coupon value. So we're going to go here. We're going to say discount products. I'm going to say discount products by a percent. We're going to give a 20% discount because we've done the math. I know that my price list can sustain a 20% discount and I'm still going to make a profit. Part of the reason I know that is because when I create my price list to begin with, I increase the price and actually add a 10% buffer from the get-go. So something to think about. But we're going to be adding this 20% discount here, and then we're going to come down here and we're going to decide what can this be used on. Again, I want to keep this simple. I'm going to give my clients a discount on anything that they want to buy. I'm not going to limit it, but the options are here. Now keep in mind that you can only set the limits to be for specific product categories and not specific products. I'm going to leave this wide open, and I'm going to leave it to be open to all galleries as well. But you can limit the coupon to specific galleries if you need to. And then this is where we're going to make this thing work the way that I want it to work. So I'm going to leave that no limit option checked, but I am going to set a start date because I know that I'm not going to be sending this promotional email out for a couple of weeks. So maybe I'm going to send it out in towards the end of August. Let's just say I'm going to send it out on, let's do the I don't know, I'm just guessing at a date, the 26th of August. And let's say that I only want this promotion to run for a very specific time. I'm going to put an expiration date, and I'm going to say, okay, it starts on the 26th of August and ends on the 26th of September. And then I'm going to put an order minimum on here. That way I don't care how many times my clients use this coupon. So I'm going to say a $50 order minimum. And so the way that will work is they have to have $50 in their cart in order for this coupon to work. And they can use the coupon over and over again as long as every single cart has at least $15. Now, before you leave this page, you're going to go up and copy that coupon code, and you're going to click save right here. And now that coupon code is created and ready to go. Now, guys, before we move any farther, before we go any further, let's really quick take a quick break, and I'm going to jump in and show you guys the current top 10 photos from July's photo contest. So if you guys are following the contest, if you've had your photo entered, I'm about to show you the top 10. There's been some changes since last week, so make sure that you pay attention, and then we're going to get back into this and finish it up. I'm going to hopefully be able to wrap it up and still have some time for Q&A, but here are the current top 10 photos in our July photo contest. Just some absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous photos you guys have submitted. It's just every day that I go in and I look at the photos in the contest, it blows me away. Some of the just amazing and talented photographers that there are out there. You guys are just amazing. Thank you so much for submitting your photos, and they're just absolutely gorgeous. I'm super excited to find out who's going to win this month. So there's still 13 days left. So if you haven't submitted your photo, you still have lots of time to get that photo in there and get your friends and family and social media followers to vote for you. All right, guys, back to talking about preparing for the holidays. So the next few things I'm just going to kind of go over really quickly because I do want to make sure that I get into time for Q&A. And again, all of the stuff that I've been talking about, all of the steps are available in that PDF guide. If you download it from the video description, it actually has a lot of really extra helpful links in there and lots of good information. But the next thing that you want to do after you get that coupon created is you want to go ahead and create your promotional email template. And so if you weren't aware, Zenfolio has the option to create email templates. You can go into communications, go to email communications, and then you can go right here to templates. And if you scroll down, you can actually create email templates for different things. So I have a holiday 2018 one here. As you can see, it's got a lot of holiday type information. So that was one I created last year. But, and what you might want to think about doing is creating a holiday email template that you can just use and reuse year after year. So definitely something to think about here. But get that holiday email template created. I'm not going to go through the process. Check out that PDF guide. It has a link to a video that will actually take you through the entire process of creating an email template. And then after you have that promotional email template created, the next thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to first set up some kind of reminder that you need to prepare your price list and get everything set up for your holiday promotion. So once you have your price list created, you have the holiday packages in there. You might not want to apply that stuff to your client galleries yet because you might still have the clients going in and purchasing normal, at the normal price. And so what you want to do is you're going to want to schedule some kind of reminders in there somewhere to let you know, hey, that promotion's about to run in a couple of days. You need to go and change the price list over and get all that stuff prepared. Now, the best way that you can do that is if you go to contact list. If you don't have any other way of doing it, you can go to contact list. You can go to send email, and you can actually go to schedule to send, put in your email address right here, and just write yourself a quick note. Schedule this to send a couple of days before the promotion's due to run. Put your email address in here, and then you can write yourself a quick note and say, hey, this is your reminder to get ready for the holiday promotion that's going to run in a couple of days. And so make sure that you switch the price list over. All right, so you want to make sure that you have some kind of reminder. Personally, I just use my phone. I tell Siri to remind me. I can't say her name too loud or she thinks I'm talking to her. But I put it in my phone, set up an alarm, something to let me know now is the time to go swap that price list over. And so when you get that email, you're going to go jump into your galleries and just make sure that the galleries are using that promotional price list. So if it's your client's group, you can go to your client's group, go to price list and say time for this price list to be applied and hit save. And then that way it's ready to go. And then the last thing that you're going to do is you're going to schedule that promotional email to go out. So you're going to go back into communications, go to send email, select that holiday template that you created. So we're just going to use this one, and then you're going to add in your client's emails here. And then you're going to go down here, put in the coupon code, whatever you want to say, use this code, blah, blah, blah. Put it in, and then make sure that you schedule it to go out when that holiday starts. So that season's, whatever you want it to start. And then hit that continue to preview, and then make sure that you actually schedule out that email right here. So clicking schedule email. All right. So that is it, guys. That is how you can prepare to make sure that you are set up for success, to make sure that you have your holiday preparations all in order so that when that season comes around, which it's time to start doing this now, when that comes around, you can have your best holiday season, selling season ever. You can take advantage of all of those options that are in there. Now, if you're looking at this and you're saying to yourself, man, I just don't have the time to do all that right now. Is there something else I can do? There is something else you can do. Zenfolio does have built-in client campaigns. So if you don't want to do what I just showed you, you can simply go into your account right here. Go into account, and then you're going to hop down here to selling right under here. And you're going to go to free client marketing, and there are actually free client campaigns that you can enroll in right here, where we will actually create the coupons, and we'll create the coupons and we will send them out to your clients and all of that stuff on your behalf. Now, if you enroll in these, make sure you understand how they work. Make sure that you understand how they work. Make sure that you're reading these different things right here to let you know exactly how those coupon or those client campaigns work. But again, if you're like, I just don't have the time to do all this promotional stuff, Zenfolio has you covered, and we're going to set you up right here. Just go ahead and take care of that. And no, Roxanne, I am not a recording. I'm live today. I'm just really long-winded because I have a lot of information I'm trying to get to you guys. Sorry, I haven't been saying hi to you guys in chat. I just had a lot of information I wanted to get through to get you guys this. But now that we've got it covered, let me go back and say hi to some of you guys in chat that I haven't got a chance to say hi to. We've got Kathleen hanging out with us, Roxanne Bay. Let's see who else we have here. We got Katie hanging out with you guys, talking to you guys in chat. Craigslist. I think I saw D. Lee in here saying hi. So, hey guys, thanks for hanging out with us today. Sorry I was so long-winded. Let me go ahead and grab some email questions really quick. If you guys have questions, make sure that you get those in the chat. Let me see if I didn't miss any questions. I think Katie has been doing a pretty phenomenal job of taking care of you guys in the chat. I have not had to worry. It looks like you guys have been taken care of pretty well there in the chat, so that's good to see. I'm going to grab an email question really quick. Speaking of email, if you're watching the recorded version of this, I would love to have you come hang out with me on a live stream, but I know it's not always the best thing just to be able to drop what you're doing. It's not always the easiest thing to be able to drop what you're doing on a Thursday and jump on a YouTube live stream, which is why I'm so happy for those of you guys who do it week after week. But I'm also really appreciative to those of you guys who watch the recorded version of this. If you have questions, there's a link below where you can submit questions for the following week. Let me answer some of those questions right now. All right, so this question says, is there a way to display my available products to my clients? Absolutely, there's definitely a couple of ways to display clients or to display products to your clients or your visitors. The easiest way for you is going to be to just apply a price list to a gallery and they can go in and take a look through the actual price list. Now, the other way that you can do that is, depending on your business model, if you have a studio and you have clients coming into the studio, you might think about ordering sample products to have in the studio. And you can actually order from within your account, and you can order the things at the base cost. So if you are in a gallery, like one of your portfolio galleries, and maybe you really want some studio samples to have, you can click on a gallery, you can go right to any photo, you can hit the buy button, and go right down here to buy products. That's going to load you up into your product catalog, where you can go in and pick different products to try out to buy at the vendor pricing. Now, you will be at the all vendor screen, so if you want to try a particular vendor out, you might want to click there and change it. The other thing that you need to know is when you're buying for you from within your account, there is no option to change the photo out. So you need to make sure that you have the full resolution, or at least a large enough image to accommodate whatever you're trying to order. But basically, you click on a category and choose what you want to purchase. All right, so like right here, you can see that photo that I uploaded is a smaller photo. I can't purchase it at a 10 by 13. That's because it doesn't actually meet that resolution requirement. But I can buy it at a 9 by 12. So this is a great way if you have a studio, if you have clients coming to you, your place of business, ordering some sample products and having them on display throughout the studio is a great way to show those off to your clients. What if you don't have a studio? What if you're a location photographer or a traveling photographer? Well, you can use custom pages to show images of the products. Hopefully nobody really needs a demo image of a print, but if that's the case, you can put up an image and you can say this is available in the following print sizes. But if you want to get images of the different products, like maybe you want to get some of the other products, like let's go to the greeting cards. Maybe you want to get, I think you can get the greeting card templates somewhere in here. Let's see. So yeah, if you want to get this, you can get it right here. You can screenshot this. I think you can actually view this when it's done. I just don't remember how to get there. So you can get that stuff from here. You can go in and get other photos. Or if you have some products that you've ordered yourself, take some photos of them, get them uploaded into your Zenfolio account, because what you're going to do is you're going to take those sample images and add them on a custom page. And I'm going to mute for a second because I'm about to cough. All right. Sorry about that, guys. I had to get some water. All right. Splashed it. So what you're going to do is create a custom page. You can add it to your site menu. If you're not familiar with creating custom pages, there are lots of videos on our YouTube channel. I would definitely recommend going on our YouTube channel and just searching custom pages. And there are lots of videos that will show you how to create a custom page where you can go and display your different products that you offer. All right. So definitely an option there. Great question though. Also too, if you didn't know, we have a demo page. It's called White Gold Photography. So if you go to whitegoldphotography.com, which I'm going to right here. If you go here, this is actually a Zenfolio demo page. You can come over to custom pages, and there are all kinds of options here that you can see as far as custom page demos. And some of these actually have the code where you can grab it and completely recreate it. So this could very well be a product demo page here with a title, an image of the product, and the product descriptions right over here. And if you want to create something like this, just go to that White Gold Photography page, scroll down to the very, very bottom, and you're going to see a little code box right here. And if you click inside of that code box, let me start up at the top here. If you click in here, you can just drag your cursor all the way down to the bottom, and you can hit Command C on your keyboard. Then you can jump back into your Zenfolio account and go to website, custom pages, and you can actually recreate that page. So if I go add new, I'm just going to say test, and we're going to go down here. We're going to click source, paste in that code that we copied, uncheck source, and now we're going to have a complete duplicate of that page that we were just looking at. So if I save and preview this, let me just save and close it, and then I'll go back into my custom pages here. It seems to be acting up. One second here. Let me save it and preview, and then close. Oh, you know what? It's because I have probably I have a ton of test pages. So this is demo 2364 whatever. This way, hopefully I don't have a page name that. Save and preview. There we go. Anytime you see something weird, make sure you check the title. You can only have one page titled one thing. You can't use the title over and over again. But now I have a duplicate of that page. All right. And then you can customize these. So you can go back in to those custom pages, hover over the photo. You don't even have to delete the photo. You just hover over it, hit the little edit photo button right here, and then you can go choose whatever product a placeholder you want to show here. So if I wanted to go in, and I don't know what I have here, but let's just grab something, and I wanted to swap it out with this photo, I can do that, hit update, and now I just swapped that out with that photo. And so that's a way to really quickly and easily make a product demonstration page where people can go in and look at the products and services that you offer. All right, I'm not going to save that one because I probably need to go through and clean out my custom pages if I can't even save one that's called test. So I probably need to go through there and clean that one out. All right, let's see. Let me see if I have any other questions. Let's see, another question. Is there an easy way to create a menu item that loads a particular item directly into someone's cart? So, I think what you're looking to do is to have a menu item where if you click on it, it automatically adds a product into somebody's shopping cart. There is not really an official way to do this, but there is kind of a workaround if this is something that you're really wanting to do. And it's what you can do is you can actually share a cart. So let me get into my email one second because I did this to myself earlier today just to demonstrate this. But let me get to the email. Where is it at? Here we go. Okay. So what you can do is if you go into your galleries and you create a shopping cart, all right, and you want to make sure, one, that when you do this, you go and you get the client pricing. And so let me show you how to do that really quick. And it's probably actually better to do it from a client's view. So if I just click on this gallery right here really quick and I go to access, I can go to sharing, I can copy this link right here, go to a new incognito window, paste in that link, and then what I can do is, gallery sign-ins turned on. Hold on a second. I'm just going to type something in. Robert@robert.com. Get past this. And now I'm in the gallery and I can go, and this one doesn't have a price list. So hold on a second. I thought I put a price list on this one. Let me go here. Price list. Add to allow ordering. We're going to add that one. Save. And then I know that I always do this to myself, so I'm not going to do it today. I'm going to select all the photos, go to price list, make sure that they are following the same gallery settings. Okay, now I can bring this window back over and refresh this. So now, if I click on a photo, there's actually products available. Right here, there's products available. And so let's say for whatever reason, I want to make a menu item where it loads this photo on a 4x6 directly into somebody's cart. Now, it is very particular. It is that photo, and if this gallery has a password on it or something like that, this will not work. Only for public galleries. But you can go to view cart, and then you can share cart and email this cart to yourself. And when you do that, you're going to get an email that's going to give you a link to that cart. Now, I did this earlier to test it out to make sure this would actually work. And let me copy the link. And so I have this link copied, and I'm going to go into my website really quick. And what we'll do is we will go over to the site menu and we'll just say adds to cart. I'm going to hit enter, and we're going to say external web page, and I'm going to paste in that link and hit update. And then we're going to just bring this up to the top so I can see it. So let's bring that all the way up to the top up here and reload this. And I'm going to publish this, and I'll show you guys how that works. Okay, so we're going to publish those changes. And then when I go to the adds to cart, I click on it. It's going to say, warning, all items in your cart will be lost. So if they have a current cart, it's going to delete their current cart. But now they can hit open cart, and whatever that product was that was selected, it gets instantly added into their shopping cart, and then they can go back to the gallery. So it might work if that's something that you're looking for, but you have to be certain that you want that photo on that product added to their cart, and it's going to clear their current shopping cart. So just something to be aware of there. All right, let me grab another question from chat really quick. We got a few more minutes left. D says, is there a way for clients to download pictures from a gallery on their phone in Google Chrome instead of just taking screenshots? So you can turn on gallery downloading, and it should work on mobile. And you can also offer digital products on your price list, and that should work on mobile as well, D. If you go to our YouTube channel and you search for digital products or digital downloads, it's going to be a bunch of videos that will pop up. Any of those should pretty much show you how to set it up, but basically you just need to turn downloading either on or set to be digital products. Personally, what I do to discourage screenshotting is I'll set up a watermark. I'll make sure that that watermark has a web address on it so that when people do screenshot it and they share it, at least I get some advertisement out of the deal. All right. Unfortunately, guys, we are out of time. Great question, though, Lee. Make sure that you go check those videos out. Really quick, guys, those of you guys who are watching, if you found value in today's video, if you could give it a thumbs up, I would really appreciate it. If you have other questions, make sure that you reach out to our support team. They love hearing from you guys. And if you get Alicia on chat today, make sure that you tell her happy birthday. Or if you just want to jump on there and tell our support team to tell Alicia happy birthday, do that as well. You guys are really awesome. Thank you again so much for everybody who came and hung out. D, Craigslist, Roxanne, Kathleen, Katie, anybody else that I missed, Lisa, anybody that I missed, thank you guys so much for hanging out. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Make sure that you go out and be encouraging to somebody, do something positive, and just make the world a better place. Have a great and safe weekend. Hey, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure that you click that subscribe button. And if you're watching the recorded version of this and you'd like to learn more about Zenfolio, I recommend watching some of the videos that you should see popping up on your screen.